Hey son, welcome. Do you want dad to feel understood? So listen to him when he's sharing his concern. Imagine your dad is telling you right now, son, I noticed your friends are yelling, arguing each other, and yelling at another kids. How do you feel about that? Now you feel defensive plus embarrassed. So what you did is you didn't look at him, you ignored him, you continue using your computer, and you didn't even look into his eyes. And dad left you. He feels sad. You still pissed off. Plus, you regret for ignoring him. That's what happens when you are not listening to him. The right approach would be to listen to him. Now, here's how you do it. Since you feel embarrassed and you feel defensive about what dad just said, look into his eyes. Stop what you're doing. Stop using computer. Give your 100% focus. Name what dad name what dad feels. Is he upset? Is he worried? And then ask questions. Yeah, dad, what happens when I keep being friends with them? Or dad, what should I do about it? That's how you listen to your dad. Active listening. It's so important. A, you make dad feel important. B, you are being compassionate and an active listener. Because imagine, see what happens when you didn't listen to him. He feels sad. He feels unworthy. And you regret for ignoring him, right? I know you're thinking right now, but dad, it feels so hard to listen to you. Give my 100% focus since I feel defensive, plus I feel embarrassed right now. It's so overwhelming. That's valid. What you feel is combination of shame, defensive, and remember, I always tell you there is no bad emotion, so that's fine. Then again, do it, do it even you feel shy, embarrassed, or you feel like you are being judged. Do it even you feel that way. Listen even you feel embarrassed. That's my point. But dad, I am scared of losing my friends. If I leave them, I know it's so scary to lose the friends, The years of spending time together, the good times, the laughter. But you know what, son? Do you want to be someone who yells, who argues with friends, who laugh at another kids, someone who is very disrespectful? Yeah. Thank you for saying, of course, not that. My point is, yes, it's okay to feel scared losing your friends, but remember who you are. Our family values. Choose friends, choose kind friends. And that leads to our next what if. What if I don't find friends? Of course, finding friends, it takes time. One thing you can do is find one kind person from your drum lesson classmate and say hi first. Compliment him about his kindness. Take initiative to start a conversation. That's how you do it. Finding kind friends, it takes time. Months, years, it takes time. But dad, I didn't mean to ignore you. I was just I didn't know what to do. I was feeling embarrassed. I was feeling defensive. No worries, son. I get it. Hard conversation is uncomfortable sometimes. Combination of feeling overwhelmed, and that's valid. And you didn't know what to do. No worries about it. The question is, how do I know if I'm not listening to you? How do I know if you're not listening to your dad? Of course, when I am sharing important matter, you continue using your computer. You don't look at me into my eyes. You don't ask me questions, follow-up questions about my concern. You don't know how I feel, and you're not paying attention to me, and that's how you know you're not listening to me, son. Because here's what happens when you're not listening to dad. You make dad feel unworthy, and I think, wow, look at my son. I'm talking, he's not paying attention to me. He's using his computer, not asking me questions. Maybe I am not important. Maybe my concern is not important. And of course, dad feels sad about it. And you are violating our family values of active listening. And then you start to build that habit of ignoring dad, not paying attention to him when he's talking. And if you repeat that 100 times, you are being disrespectful, son, inconsiderate, because you thought You thought I didn't know how to regulate the feeling of embarrassed, defensive, upset. You didn't know how to handle it. Or sometimes you just think, oh, it doesn't matter. And your mom, she feels sad about it because he can see you disconnecting from him. And since your brother is learning from your action, he may think, oh, maybe not listening to dad when he's talking to me, maybe that's okay. Just like what my brother is doing right now. And of course, your friends, they perceive you as someone who doesn't care about his dad, and they don't like to be around someone who is insensitive. Remember, you wanted dad to feel understood, but with your action right now, you're not achieving your desire to make him feel understood, to be compassionate, to be an active listener. Here's the question: how would you feel when your dad is not listening to you, when you are expressing your concerns? Sad, unwanted, unimportant. And that's what dad exactly feel every time you don't listen to him. Now, how will I know? How will you know when you are listening to dad? Of course, you stop using your computer, you look into his eyes, you name what he feels, you read his body language, you ask questions, follow up questions, asking for advice. Because here's what happens when you're listening to him. You make dad feel important because he think, look at my son. He's looking at me. Yeah, he's asking me questions. He give his 100% attention to me, and wow, I just feel so important. And this time, you are practicing our family values of active listening. And then you start to build that habit of looking at dad into his eyes, asking questions, naming what he feels, because that's how you listen. And if you repeat that many times, you are becoming an active listener, compassionate, because you believe my dad matters and I want him to feel understood. Thank you. Your mom, she's happy about it. She's proud of you. And your brother is learning that, wow, my brother is listening to my dad. Maybe that's the right thing to do. And I want to be compassionate like him. And of course, your friends, they see you as someone who wholeheartedly cares about his dad. And they might think, wow, we would love to be like Emmanuel. Caring, compassionate, active listener. Basically, you are achieving your desire to make dad feel understood, to be an active listener, compassionate. Good job. You deserve that. The question is, how would you feel when your dad is listening to you? When you are telling your problems, concerns, loved, and dad feels loved too when you are listening to him. Beautiful. But what if you didn't listen to your dad before? It's okay. You didn't know it was a bad behavior before. No worries about it. Maybe you feel embarrassed. You felt defensive. You were upset and totally fine. Those are valid emotion. It's not a bad emotion. And remember that you are not the problem here. It's the bad behavior. It's not your fault, okay? Forgive yourself and apologize to your dad for making him feel unworthy, for mom, to your brother, to your friends for being a bad influence to them. And in case you don't listen to dad again, remember your desire. Do I want my dad to feel understood? Thank you for saying yes, my son. And what if you listened to that before? Thank you for doing that. Proud of you for your courage to give it a try, to listen to dad. It was hard, but you did your best. You listened to me even you felt shy, you felt upset. You did your best to regulate that. And please keep doing it because you're on a right you are on a right track. You are being a compassionate, an active listener, and proud of you. Thank you for doing the right thing. And remember to be an active listener, it requires the repeated work of listening to dad. You know, not using your computer when he's talking, looking into his eyes, asking him questions. It takes repeated work and it's not easy at first, but I know you can do it. I believe in you and I am with you. Now, since you are now aware that not listening to that is a bad behavior, that's why your challenge today is when your dad is telling you something very important, listen. Stop using your computer, look into his eyes, name what he feels, and ask questions. You got this? See you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Let me close the camera now.